That's a great question. I never thought about it, but that's what I guess the Leadership Summit is. My name is Tiffany. I'm currently VP External for UVSA Ontario. And I'm part of the planning team for this year's Leadership Summit. We sat down, we knew that we wanted to hold an event that's centered around leadership, so really building the ability and the potential of other young people like us to lead in Ontario and in our community. So we sat down and we were like, what does that mean? What does it mean to lead, essentially? And the idea of being a hero came up, right? A hero is someone who, in the media or in our lives, is someone who leads, right? Who takes the first step to do something new, to do something different. And so we talked about that, and I think the idea really started to come alive when we talked about how everyone around us, or the people we consider to be heroes around us, can also inspire us to become heroes ourselves. So we really have the ability to learn from everyone around us, the heroes around us, to really become heroes ourselves and to find the potential to lead from within ourselves, and for us to be that starting point or that changing point. I think the idea, I started out, because a leader by definition is someone who like changes something or initiates something. And I always thought that meant like, oh, you have to be like the boss of an organization, or you have to be like the captain of your sports team. But I think over the years, and of course there's no, like those leaders are fantastic. They're the ones that are the face of people, right? Of teams. But I think being a leader to me is doing something that gives to society, so brings about like positive change. Whether that be you're not like the leader, you're not the big boss of your organization, you could just be, you know, someone who was just started there or started volunteering there. Of course you're a leader, right? You want to bring about positive change, and I think that's what you need. You need initiative, and you need determination to do so. So yeah, that's what I consider to be leadership. That's a great question, actually. The difference between a hero and a leader. To be a hero, I think you need to be a leader. To be a leader, do you need to be a hero? Not necessarily. In like the, I guess, superhero sense of the word. I guess I'm pulling by like it, but heroism, I think, comes from wanting to do good and changing society. And so does leadership, right? It's wanting to do good and changing society. Does that mean that necessarily to be a leader, you also need to be a hero? Maybe from your leadership, you can become a hero, definitely. Yeah, I think the two can be interchangeable. You lead yourself into being a hero, right? And from being a hero, you can lead, definitely. Yeah. That's a great question. I never thought about it, but that's what I guess the Leadership Summit is, right? It's realizing that being a hero and being a leader are really one and the same, and you can become both.
So are you saying that the summit will help you answer, questions that maybe you haven't been able to find out?
I would think so. I think there's questions, especially at the age that we're at, it's what am I capable of, Like I've only lived like 20 or so years of my life. What am I able to do with myself and for maybe the rest of my life or for the future? What am I capable of doing? What am I capable of changing? And I think what the point of the Leadership Summit is really to arrive and to realize what you are capable of individually, but what you are capable of as a team too, right? As a community, because we're gonna have people from all over Ontario and Quebec coming, and hopefully all over North America coming. And so I think it's answering the question like, who am I? What am I capable of? And how can I start incite change with what I have?